What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Motivation Within podcast. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Motivation Within podcast. So, of course, today, as you guys can see, the topic is pretty much going to be on growth. So, I guess you could say the reason I decided to kind of touch base on this topic because I myself, I'm growing through, I guess you can say, certain type of situations that I'm dealing with throughout life, and situations that I'm going through, as well as fact of as far as like just life in general, as far as growth and some things I got to embrace, some things I'm trying to understand because as I proceed with life and try to figure out certain things that I myself go through or I myself am dealing with, or why certain reactions or certain things are partaking in my life or happening in my life, I guess you could say. It's like with growth, you start to realize certain things happen for a reason, I guess you could say. Because think about it like this: whether it's a relationship or a friendship or a job or maybe schooling, or different types of things when it comes to growth. And when I say relationship, maybe, there's this relationship that you just got out of. And it's really painful and it hurts. And it could be you being the reason why you got out of it, or it could be the other person being the reason why you got out of it. But if you take time to like just sit down and think to yourself and look back, and just wonder, like, what happened, what went wrong? Because usually, if you're in a really truthful relationship, there's love there, and with love, and once it ends, love is lost, time is lost, and then you're wondering, what happened here? What went wrong? But if you look back and ask yourself what went wrong, whether it was you, like I said, or whether it was the other person in the relationship, and this goes as far as like friendship and other situations as well. Someone in that relationship or friendship wasn't growing with you or was growing away from you. And it's like as simple as, when I say that, it's like pretty much you can outgrow people. I hate to say it, but you can. Think about it as like this: you got if it was a friendship, you got a friend that pretty much goes out every weekend, and drinks and parties every weekend. And you go out and you drink and you party every weekend. You do the same thing. But maybe one day you have like a shift in life. And that shift in life is like what am I doing with my life? Like, where am I going with this? There's 2-3 years spent doing this, but I have nothing to show for those 2 to 3 years but memories of me drinking and partying and nothing to show for it. And it's funny that I jump on this actual topic right here to talk about this, because if you want to know the honest truth, I was that person. Truthfully, a lot of my life, I spent a lot of times drinking, partying, trying to get certain situations that I was in. But that's another topic or subject we ain't even going to get on right now. But like, I spent a lot of my time partying, man. And throughout my years, my young years of life, because I'm 35 now, 36 in February. Blessed to see that. That's a blessing for sure. But I wasted a lot of time, and when I look back at that, I'm just like, man, you could be so much further in life if you wouldn't waste that time. But I will say, from looking back and realizing that, it's like I also learned from it, because through growth you're going to learn. There's always a lesson through everything, and that lesson that I learned from that is, don't throw away your time, because time is precious and time is very, very valuable, very valuable. And throughout life you should always be looking to see how you can grow. And back to when I said I was, throwing away time and partying and wasting time, it's like, eventually, I outgrew that, and I outgrew those people. And there's nothing against those people. You got to realize, like, whenever you start to outgrow people, it's okay. It's nothing against them. It's really like just for the fact of really just when you outgrow them, you just kind of, it's nothing against them, but you have to grow through life. If you don't grow through life, then you're not getting anywhere. If you don't grow through life, you're pretty much accepting where you're at. And some people accept where they're at, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in order to get to where you want to go in life and to better yourself and to become the person that you were desired or destined to be, you have to grow. And with growth, you will be leaving some people behind. And there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong, and they might feel some type of way. They might not understand it, and they might be confused. I get it. And they're like, oh man, what, but it's just a part of life. Life is about growing. It truly is. It's about growing and learning from the things that went wrong and learn from the things that go good and just grow from them. And like, touching topic on like relationship, like I said, life is about growing from each thing that happens to you in life. Lessons are learned. From learning, growth happens. And when it comes to a relationship, you might be getting out of a relationship, you might not understand what happened. There was true love there, true love. But somebody in that relationship was standing still and not growing with that love. Imagine it as if like love is a seed. You plant it into the relationship. And what comes out of that, you can either go back each day to it and there's nothing there. It's just a pot of dirt. Or you can go back to it and each day you see a flower start sprouting. And that right there is because you guys are growing into a beautiful flower together. You're learning from your mistakes. You're learning from the things that you don't need to do. You're learning from the things that you learn from the right things that you did in the relationship. And that makes you grow faster. Communication and certain things like that. So it's like growth happens everywhere. It even happens like, just by yourself. It happens within yourself as well. Like from like I said that like you don't want to throw away your time or throw away your life. You want to grow through life. And you want to understand that each step through life and each year you get to spend growing, you're learning from the past times and past things that you went through. So it's like when I go back, I jump back to this when I say that I myself, am trying to grow as well as trying to understand certain things that I'm going through and understand certain situations that I'm involved in. I ask myself like, why is this happening to me? What do I need to learn? And years ago, that wasn't the question I would ask myself. Years ago, if I got through something, I'm like, oh man, yes, awesome, I made it through that storm. And the storm's over. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed with life. But see, now that I've gotten older, I realize that now I need to take the time and I need to look back and ask myself, what went wrong there? What happened there? What did I do to make that happen? What can I do to make sure that doesn't happen again? How can I grow from that? How can I become better at accepting that? Or how can I become better at just allowing that to not be a problem in my life anymore? There's like with growth also, there's certain things that you might hold on to that you can't let go. Like, there's certain grudges or stuff like that. That's a big, and I whenever I touch that subject, that's a big subject to touch when it comes to growth, because grudges and holding grudges towards certain people in life as well, it's like, when I look back at it, it's pointless. It truly is pointless to hold a grudge over someone, over something that they did, and you don't even know really the truthful reason why they did it. Everybody's actions to certain things in life has history, if that makes sense. As in how someone acts towards you on certain situations or certain ways that you do things. It might be like someone flips out on you because you've done something that they didn't approve of. The way they acted towards you has history. So when I say history, for example, let's say, say someone's been through a bad relationship and it was abusive or whatever, and you're in a relationship with this person now, and something you've done made them flip out like crazy. They flipped out on you and you don't even know why. You're like, why are they flipping out on me? I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with you? This isn't you. Totally different person, right? that action has history. Something that they dealt with in the past has made them react differently to the situation that just happened, if that makes sense. And, you know, whenever that happens, you might blow that person off, or you might let that person go, and or you might try to say, you know, that person has to be out of my life. I gotta exclude them, which is okay. Like I said, you can outgrow that person as well. But grudges, you know, it's like with growing, there's a lot of things with growing. I feel like also falls in the category of letting go. There's a lot of things you have to let go. And I'm a firm believer of, you know, closing seasons out as well, you know, and moving on and moving to the next chapter and letting go. I'm a firm believer of all that stuff. And with all that stuff, I feel like falls right under the category of growing, because with growing, you will just start to realize so much more. You will start to realize so much more in your life. You will start to realize so much more as far as the things that you didn't understand. If you just really just go into a room by yourself, or just go somewhere quiet where you could just think and, you know, ask yourself on certain things that happen throughout your day, or certain things that happen throughout your life, you will start to find answers that growth was a big part of it. And again, I'll jump back to the fact how I say that I myself am, you know, dealing with some things where I'm having to grow. One being, I'm trying to grow closer to God and understand certain things that He's doing in my life, and certain movements that He's making. I'm trying to understand them, and this is why I brought the topic up, because, you know, for many years I didn't understand nothing about growth. You know, I didn't understand that you could outgrow people. I didn't understand that you can outgrow environment and stuff like that, or the environment you're in. I didn't understand that, you know, and I always would question, like, you know, why do I feel this type of way about this person, or why I feel this type of way about this person, and why am I not, you know, hanging with this person or hanging out with this crowd anymore? And it was all because of growth. And, you know, getting older, I'm starting to realize, you know, sit down and just ask yourself, you know, what's going on here? Why do you feel this way? And like I said, I going through situations now that that's making me do that. That's making me sit down and ask myself, like, what's going on, man? Why are you so down? Or what's going on, man? Or why is this happening to you? Are you allowing this to happen to you? Are you not understanding the outcome of where this is going? And with all that being said, it's like it also it helps you understand your life a lot more, you know, and it helps you understand the things you go through a lot more. It will help you understand your relationship a lot more. It will help you understand yourself a lot more. And it's like, if people probably think, you know, some people probably are thinking it's crazy, but it's okay to speak to yourself, because it's okay to speak to yourself, but, you know, answering yourself back might be a different story. But it's okay to speak to yourself and ask yourself certain questions, you know, as far as like, because you only know the answer to certain things in life when it comes to like things that happen in your life. Like, only you know the answers to it. Only you do. Nobody can give you the answers to anything. Nobody can give you the answers to your next moves in life. Nobody can give you the answers to why you outgrew them. Nobody can give you the answers to how to become successful for yourself. Like, nobody can answer this. Like, everything in your life, as far as like all I just mentioned, as well as growth, it's all up to you. And like sitting down and just asking yourself, you know, did I really truly outgrow this person? Did I do them wrong? And if I did do them wrong, should I apologize and let go so I can grow? Did they do me wrong? Should I forgive them for doing me wrong because of a possibility of what they've been through? Should I quit this job and go in business for myself, because I feel like I've outgrew the fact of depending on that Friday paycheck? I feel like I want to control my life a little bit more. Should I do this? I got a lot of friends here, you know, but If I quit, will they be my friend? See, there's a lot of questions to the topic. And there's a lot of stuff, as you can see, that I'm speaking on to the topic because growth takes a big it's a big factor in life, and it's a big factor in your life. And growth is a beautiful thing, though, because like I said, all the times that I wasted years ago partying and everything else, I hated that I wasted that time. You know what I'm saying? But I made some awesome friends, and some people that I'm still friends with today. I really made awesome friends, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm grateful that I outgrew it as well too. And I wish I would have outgrew it sooner because I would have started learning a lot of things sooner. But by me outgrowing that, I moved on to the next chapter in the next season in my life. You know, and there's been relationships that I've went through. And in those relationships, you know, I've outgrew the people that I was with in those relationships. And it was nothing against them. It's just it's a season in your life that you outgrow. And once you outgrow it, like I always say, just look back and ask yourself why or how. It's like just ask yourself, how did I outgrow it? Or why did I outgrow it? What was going on there that I didn't like? Or what was going on there that made me move left when they moved right? And then once you ask yourself that, you're going to realize what it was, what it truly was. And then by realizing that, you're also going to learn learn what not to do again as you're growing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I hope what I'm saying is making sense because I said, when it comes to this podcast, I'm always trying to speak on stuff that I deal with, and I apologize if I'm all over the place, because this is a third episode and I'm getting, I'm fresh to all of it, but I'm putting the word out there because I'm just trying to put positive in the world, man, and I'm just trying to let people know, through everything, even with growth, you're not alone, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just trying to let people know that it's okay to grow, man, and it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to outgrow relationships. It's okay to outgrow certain things. Whatever you outgrow, it's okay to outgrow it because by you outgrowing it means you're learning something that you were meant to learn. Your lesson has been taught. The class is over. Session is done. And now it's time to grow. So it's like, again, growth is a beautiful thing, and embrace everything in your life that is going on. Embrace all the good, embrace all the bad. A lot of people want to forget about the bad. A lot of people try to brush the bad off because, of course, hard times suck, of course. And bad times suck, and it causes a horrible memory and stuff like that. But there's always reason behind everything that you go through. There's always reason behind it. And I can't say that deep enough for you guys to understand it, I guess, because I hope you feel what I'm saying, because there is always reason behind every single thing that you go through. And when I say there's always reason behind it, because the reason behind it is you're going to grow from it. You're going to grow from that situation. You're going to grow from that bad relationship. You're going to grow in a good relationship. Like, it's that simple. Like, you're going to grow either way. You're not just going to be in it. And I mean, they might be neutral. You might be in a relationship with and y'all just standing still together. You know what I'm saying? But sooner or later, something's going to spark and somebody's going to grow. And that's the same thing with friendship. And that's the same thing with people. And that's the same thing with your circle and your environment. Sooner or later, someone's going to grow. And either you can grow with them or you can remain where you're at. And I can tell you right now, from experience, sitting at the age of 35, you never want to stand still where you're at. And you always want to grow and go for more. It literally is truly that simple. You always want to learn from your experience and grow and go for more. Never stand still. and think that it like I'm gonna quote this one. I think it was Medea said it one time, which Medea, right, was like, it's okay to get down and be broken. It might not be the exact words, but she said it like that, which Tyler Perry, of course. But don't stand still. Like, don't stay down. Don't stay there forever. It's okay to feel as if like you're lost and things aren't working out and you're confused and you don't know what to do. You don't know what next steps to take. It's okay to do all that, but don't stand still and don't stay down. Continue to move. Continue to grow. Grow through life, accepting everything that comes your way. It's a lesson, and if it ain't a lesson, it's a blessing. And truly, life is a blessing. It's that simple. Grow from it and grow through it. Because I can guarantee you, anybody that has dealt with hard things in the past, or anybody that has dealt with anything in general, I can guarantee you've grown through it. And you made it on the other side. And it's not just a storm. It's truly a lesson. And it's a lesson learned. And it's as simple as that. And again, I apologize because I might have been a little bit all over the place with the topic, but I just wanted to put something out there to let people know that like growth is a beautiful thing, and embrace it. Embrace every moment and everything you can about it. And I'm growing right now, and I'm accepting a lot of things as they are. But I'm not standing still. I'm taking them. I'm trying to understand them. I'm trying to make certain movement to see if it'll fix them. And I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm 35 years old, man, and I'm still learning myself. And it's a beautiful thing. Learn who you are. Find out who's inside and find out who you're destined to become. Learn that person. Grow with that person. True happiness is inside. All emotion is inside. Everything is within you, and you control it all. Never be afraid to grow, as I said, but also just realize, ask yourself these questions, and also grow as a person. But grow. It's okay to grow alone as well. Grow alone if you got to. Truly, nobody needs anybody. All you need is yourself. So it's okay to grow alone. But always try to just grow through life. Embrace it, but always try to grow through life. Try to grow. Take the next steps. Try to level up. Try to become someone that you never thought you could become. Because I tell you the truth, there's nothing in this world that's impossible. It is all possible. Never give up on yourself, and never give up on your true happiness. And growth is a beautiful thing, and always will be. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I'm pretty sure it was a short, quick one. I apologize. I'm pretty sure eventually they're going to get longer and longer. But just want to say that I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up as well as a subscribe. Hit that bell for alerts whenever I upload new content as well. And again, I appreciate your time. And as always, peace, love, and happiness.
That's just who I am.